with that high level of energy, I don't know if any of you are starting to feel a bit dizzy or a bit lightheaded. Anybody here now?
Yes.
All right, do you know why?
Whatever it is, I'm just picking up a lot of
Okay,
something.
all right, you know why? Because whenever I teach or when I'm kind of sharing, you're coming into a different energy field. And they're not, they kind of ask your permission already, they don't just do it to you. You wouldn't be here if you weren't meant to receive the information, you understand? And that's why when you go away from this class, be careful because you could be a bit, not dizzy, but a bit lightheaded because your energy has been ramped up, okay? And that's the simplest form of it. Because we're talking about stuff, even though I'm being very basic with it, I'm still sharing stuff that's well beyond I'm able to share with Joe Blow on the street. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And this is one thing I've always said, Rachel knows, that classes choose you, you do not choose the classes. All right? And it's very important people know that. Because they put you in a class that you are meant to receive information. All right? So basically, yes, we'll go back to relationships in a minute, but it's already having devastating effects on certain relationships, and we're going to address that too. But back to 11-11-11, do you understand now why it's really just a knock on the head, not exactly wooden woodpecker, but literally it's a kind of, oh look, you know that there is a change, and you better look for it, and you might better understand it now. Because if you're not, you're going to have problems like the pure logic's going to have, especially with the 2012 elections coming up. You want to see anger? You want to see, yeah. So basically why is it's going to be a total realignment of the energy of not only Earth. Now remember, we aren't just Earth. It is a solar system, a universe, inside a universe, inside a universe. So we are, yes, thank you. It's literally, the ripple effect. You know, it's just like a pebble in the pond. And all because we've graduated through certain consciousnesses, and that's why we are actually more alive on the other side than we are here. This is our training wheels. How I was taught, I wasn't taught, period. I was only allowed to take one set of classes about 30 years ago when I came to America. And it was taught by a science teacher, which was really weird, a paranormal class. But that was the only time for discovery, and ever since then, every time I pick up a book about how to be a psychic or something, they'd lose it for me, they'd stop me reading it. So I was told to learn on my own natural way, and that's why the psychic ability or spiritual abilities is how I was taught in different ways and methods. So yeah, we are going to we are coming into, I hate to say, it's not even worse news, it's the horrible news, is that we're going into a huge eruption of not only on a spiritual form, I hate to say it, we're going through a huge terraform on the earth. Now, terraforma means earthquakes, volcanoes. And I wasn't going to address this, but I will, and I'm sorry, I'm going to get something to drink. I do notes. So anyway, basically, I don't want to be, if I'm scaring people, I don't mean to, but I'm just trying to tell you that, give you information that you could, one, watch out. This is everything I'm going to do from now on. I teach, I do the YouTube, or everything else, is all to do with interactive, okay? I don't want me to just be, you know, talking to the wall kind of thing. I know I'm not. But what I'm saying is I want you all to start, even the book, by the way, it's kind of weird. It's going to be interactive. And it's going to be where I'm going to be writing a ton of stuff, and then there are going to be blank pages at the end. I warn you, I don't agree with this. This is what I see. I'm going to push you. If you're in my life for a reason, I'm going to be pushing you. And I am great but I want you to put down your predictions. And this is what I want you to do too. If you get a flash or insight while I'm talking about a certain subject, I want you to put that down. All right? And say, okay, well, this is not what I see, but maybe what I feel. Remember, we all operate on different senses, all right? So I want, the book is going to be literally blank pages, and I want you to put your things in. And then it's a handbook, literally, that's what it is. It's a pure handbook of, you can flip through and say, okay, fear, oh my God, that's a huge one. And yes, it will be, I'm afraid, because that's why, you know, all the energy, anything, the subjects that I'm bringing up, you could go in the index, and that's not a ghost, but basically, it's all there for you to say, look up and say, okay, and it isn't a book that I have to go from page 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, the first 10 pages is about, don't go bother to read this book if you are going to be heavy into religion and you want to just claim that, you know, discredit. It was quite